Hey everyone, this is Stevie Richards, and in today's video, we are going to do a comparison between the Force USA G12 and the Force USA G20, both which we have full reviews. Actually, with the G20, we have multiple full reviews because we couldn't fit it all into one video here on the YouTube channel. So we have a dedicated review on the G12, and we have 3 total, an overview, and then 2 different workouts on the Force USA G20. So as both of these videos are actually all 4 of these videos and get traction and get more views, we generally see the same comment asking which is better, the G12 or the G20. Now, this is kind of like people who've asked about the MyRack versus the G3 or the G3 versus the G9, because they're looking at a specific price range within their budget. So that's why I think the G12 versus G20 deserves its own dedicated comparison video, at least in my opinion. You may have a different opinion, and this is the beauty about having a lineup of different priced all-in-one trainers that you can choose from. There's something for everybody's budget. If it's not Force USA, whatever brand you choose to support or go with or invest in, they should have a lineup of all-in-one trainers or power racks or both to kind of get you going or keep you going, or make that one-time, buy once, cry once, lifetime investment. So let's go here to the screen. And here we have basically the plate loaded machines like the G3 and the G9. And actually we still have the G3 in our home gym. It's working out great and it's currently on sale. And then we have the G9 here. The G3 is a 2-to-1. The G9 is a 1-to-1, and both of these are plate loaded machines. So just to give you a quick overview, we actually have a full review of everything on the Force USA lineup, like a huge video about that. But like I said, because these two right here, the G12 and the G20, fall within sort of the same price. I mean, it's still, you know, $2,000. It's a lot of money. It's basically the price of a G3 or a few MyRacks that you're looking at. Also, the G6 over here, which is priced $1,000 less than the G12, and of course, $3,000 less than the G20. So you have quite a bit of choice here, almost sometimes a paradox of choice. So that's why we're making videos like this. Now, usually I would go back and forth between the G12 page and the G20 page to show you things. But Force USA created this G series comparison chart, which is pretty amazing. So what I might want to do here is zoom in, or try to zoom in here to get this going so you can see it better. There we go. That'll make it easier right there. And also we can still come up here and see everything we need to see. So what we have here is just a list of everything. You have the name, obviously the height, the width, the depth. Now everything falls into your own situation. So let's start with the height, the width, and the depth, the dimensions of these two. You'd be surprised about the G20 when I did my review and I did the overview with Dan from Force USA. Basically, without the rear plate holders for your bumper plates or your, Olympic plates, whatever you put on there, it's basically the same footprint as the G6. Now, you should really have a place for storage, and the footprint, I think you don't want to remove those things because it's included, those those plate holders for the weights. It really does help. I have it in the back of the G3, and I do load plates onto that. So just keep that in mind. You have a height of 91 on the G20. Now you have an upgrade. That's the lat pull down low row upgrade and the dip bar. We're not going to talk about that because it's an extra $1,000. As a matter of fact, I really have been lobbying for Force USA to make this a single stack like Rep Fitness has, so where you can buy this for $1,000 and get your pull down row, dip, all these exercises on a single stack outside of an attachment. But that takes a lot of engineering and development and R&D to shift that from an attachment to a standalone. But I'm asking for it. So here we have 91 inches high, which I'm not quite sure. I could actually maybe pull it off, but I needed the G3 currently where I'm at 87 inches for my apartment ceiling. So measure your ceiling. That's very, very important at the highest point of the trainer. 91 here, and the G12 is 90. So it's a little bit lower, but as we come down here, it's 4 inches wider. So there's a little bit more space on the width, which could be a good thing or a bad thing if you need something that a room like this bedroom doesn't have a whole lot of width. So you might have to go with the G12 over the G20. So there's a 1-inch difference in the height, a 4-inch difference in the width. And here's a huge thing right here, the depth. You have a depth of 49 inches right here on the G12 and a depth of 67 inches on the G20. And then if you want to go with the upgrade, it's 95 inches. It's a monster. But just remember, and we're going to get to this, the G20 is meant to have up to 3 people training on it at once at a 67-inch depth. That's pretty good to have 3 people all working out at the same time. The G12, the footprint is very, very attractive, even compared to something like the G3. It's not as deep as the G3. So that's the footprint on that is pretty amazing. A 90, 79, 49 compared to an 87, 80, 55, and then a 91, 75, 67. So, but like I said, if this is all just a bunch of numbers, look at the comparison chart. They make it really easy to compare here. All right, here's something that might mean something to you. It goes and lends to the thing I said about up to 3 people. So if you have a business, a personal training business, if you run a boot camp in your garage gym or something like that, the commercial rating of the G20 may be important to you because you're beating the hell out of a G20, having 1, 2, or 3 people working out, doing pull-ups, doing dips, doing a bunch of different stuff, leg presses, whatever it might be. That commercial rating could be what you need. Now, the G12 is no slouch. I don't think anything in the G lineup is a slouch, meaning that we put it through very vigorous home use, talking about the G3, and we had the previous G6. These are going to last, depending, unless, like I said, you're having, it's like a commercially rated piece of cardio equipment that you have 20 people using every day, 7 days a week, compared to you and your wife or your significant other, your family members using it for a half hour to an hour each a day. There's a big difference in use with that. But if it means something to you, that extra money could save you in the long run. And if you're making money with something like the G20, it's going to pay off the extra money that you're spending. The extra $2,000 for that could pay for itself within a month. The G12, the integrated weight stacks, here's another thing to think about. Both of these are 1-to-1 cable pulley ratios, meaning that if you have 100 pounds, it's 100 pounds of weight. I have a G3 plate loaded, which is a 2-to-1, meaning especially with plates, you're loading plates on a very limited weight sleeve. You can only fit so much weight on there. Then you got to cut it in half on each thing. The way I get around that is I load up both ends of it and I put a bar across the middle and I get a 1-to-1 on that. But the weight stacks, I have to tell you truthfully, I had the G6. I missed the weight stacks. Got a little zoom action going there. I miss the weight stacks. My wife especially misses the weight stacks. They make a huge difference. Now, the difference between 402 pounds of weight stacks and 578, is that something that's going to mean something to you? And that's actually combined. That's both sides. So you're not getting 570 pounds on one side and you're not getting over 1,000. It's 575 combined on the two sides, which means that you could put a bar across there, and it's included with both of these. You can get a straight bar, or I don't know if they have a cambered bar like I have, and do pull downs or curls or rows standing, and you'll get, up to 402 or 575. So think about that. And like I said, the pulley ratio is a 1-to-1. In other words, you're getting the full, 402 pounds divided by 2, whatever that is, whatever the weight stack is on one side, or if you're using both, it's a true 1-to-1 ratio. That's really cool and useful. It makes a big difference, especially if you don't have a whole lot of plate loaded weights. The stacks kind of pay for themselves, especially if it's something plates aren't, if they're in stock or not in stock. All right, pulley ratio, like I said. Now here, counterbalance Smith machine means we had a thing with the G3. It's not counterbalance, which means you have a bit more of a feel to it in my unscientific opinion. Counterbalanced is a little smoother, but of course, you don't have that with the G20. That's a personal preference. I know I didn't go into too much detail about that, but that's something, if you are looking for a counterbalance Smith machine, obviously the G12 will be what you want to go for. The weight rating, we have 992 across the board. That's what I love about the Force USA stuff. Also, lifetime structural warranty. Of course, if you do things outside of the warranty, trying to like kind of jury rig or do a DIY jammer arm setup, that's probably going to void the warranty. But the weight rating being 992 is pretty awesome. Here's something I get a question about a lot. And this is something why I went with the G3, because people really want west side spacing. The G3 has it, and the G20 as well as the G20 with the upgrade. If west side spacing is make it or break it for you, and you have the budget, you want to go with the G20. Here's where also the value. Now you're talking about the value proposition of buying these, all-in-one trainers or anything in general for your home gym. You have included attachments. I love the fact that Force USA, and this is why everybody has their favorite, like Garage Gym Lab. Adam loves Rep Fitness. There's others that love Sorinex pumps. Some people just love the Rogue products. Even people take their chances with Titan Fitness, and they luck out and they get a good rack with them. It's hit or miss with them. That's my opinion and my personal experience with them. But Force USA kind of has that plug and play thing. I'm a Mac user. I use Apple products. I love just like turning it on and just kind of going. This is kind of what we're going here. Once you assemble it with most of these all-in-one trainers, you're ready to go, meaning you don't have to go to Amazon and buy a bunch of attachments for the cable pulley stuff or anything like that. Like, for instance, 12 attachments with the G3 and then 17 with the G6. Then you got 11 with the 9 and the 12. Then with the G20, you get 29, which includes a VersaPad, includes all these different commercial grade items. Like I saw, in the video for especially the back and biceps workout, the pull down with the multiple grip thing that came down and the laser etched Force USA logo. Nice touches, nice upgrades, commercially graded attachments. Now, one thing I really love about the 12 and the 20, and I think the 6 and the 9 have it as well, is the redesigned leg press attachment. On the original G3, you had a good leg press attachment. It was pin loaded up at the top. And even on the G3, there's a pin loaded leg press. These here, the 12 and the 20, it extends out to the ends of the Smith machine, and there's holes in the Smith machine hook for you to do it, so that the leg press goes across the whole Smith machine bar. That's a great touch. And, both of these come with that. So it's all according to what you want. And of course here, power rack, Smith machine, functional trainer, leg press, as I said. Dip handles. This is interesting. The G12 comes with the redesigned dip handle, which I love. I have the MyRack one, which is 16 pounds and it's heavy. But these come to where you hook them on the power rack and come in with two different grips. The G12 has a dip handle attachment included, but the G20 does not. So that could be something that's a deal breaker for you. You could save a couple grand and get the dip handle. You get the dip handle, like I said, the G12, the chin up, you get that. Of course, the lat pull down, low row, core trainer, landmine, suspension trainer built into both. Band pegs, not included with the G12. Now, the interesting thing about the G20 is, and I think I called them VersaPegs, I did a dedicated video, there's a mini band peg on the weight stacks, which is really cool. So you can hook them up and have variable resistance on top of the integrated weight stacks on there. So that's really cool. The VersaPad's interesting for hip thrust, for even if you don't have a bench and you want to do some seated dumbbell movements or cable movements. That VersaPad is really an interesting attachment that, even if I didn't quite get the full usability out of it by my end of my time at the headquarters, it was an amazing little piece, and it was obviously commercially graded for the G20. Very, very cool. Barbell storage. Now, they both have plate storage for your weights. G12 has barbell storage. G20 does not. Of course, you can go to Rogue, Titan, or something like that and buy one of those multiple barbell things, or like me and just put it in the corner, or even if you want to hang it on the wall, if you have a garage gym or a home gym where you want to hang your barbells on the wall, that always looks nice. Garage Gym Lab, Garage Gym Reviews, a bunch of people have that. I can't wait to have that kind of space to be able to put the barbell curl bar and all that stuff up on the wall to get it off of the floor. That would be pretty cool. Here we have the exercise charts. They both have that. Of course, it's nice to have, but at the same time, if you're buying this level of product, you kind of know the exercises you'll be doing. Now, here's an interesting side take. The G12, and we have a dedicated video up here on the YouTube channel, the G12 has a TV mount accessory available where you can mount your TV. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's not in the vein of like, hey, that's going to help my workouts or anything. But of course, having a TV on the G12, I have a TV on the wall that clears up wall space to maybe put the barbell storage up there or other things. That's something to think about. And it's a pretty affordable option to have a TV mount. I think it's just a cool factor that I wanted to get content when I was there. And, hopefully the G20 will get something like that. But G20 is loaded with tons of functional things built into it. It's like kind of like everything but the kitchen sink. And I'm sure maybe they will include a kitchen sink into that. It's something, but the TV mount, especially in a limited space, the TV mount accessory kind of makes pretty good sense to me. And I was really happy and kind of like I said, it was cool to me to see the TV mount up on an all-in-one trainer like that. Now here's the price. Could come down to the price on any of these G series models, these all-in-one trainers. $5,000 at the time of this recording. Now, these prices could fluctuate, especially with these uncertain times. They could go up. And there is, of course, a $500 sale going on. So these prices are reflected, like you see right here, the sale price. Prices fluctuate. So at the time of this recording, June 19th, 2021, as Siri goes off for some reason, these are the prices. They change. Stock changes. That's the next thing I want to talk about. As we go up to here, they have a great in-stock button all the way over here. And you can see what is currently in stock. I just wanted to make sure I was recording. I was talking all this time and I'm like, I don't see the record thing come up, but we're recording. Thank God. Okay, these are the in-stock products at this time, June 19th, 2021. And right now we see that, of course, the G12 is in stock, but the G20 is not. Now, this could change. Of course, you have a range of products at this time according to what you want to buy for an all-in-one trainer. And even like one of my favorites is the folding MyRack for space. And then, of course, you have the original one, the original review that got this all started. The MyRack will always have a special place in my heart. But the 12 here, like I said, we go to the G12 page. We have the customization. I like the way they set this up where you can stay on the same page and do all this stuff. And of course we have everything that's listed here. I want to see the TV mount while we're here. See if I can find it. This is a little difficult for me to find. So give me a second here while this was one thing I have to just tell them, let's just search for TV mount. Do it live like a customer would. There it is right here. The TV mounting bracket. Oh, I'm sorry. They changed this. I'm glad I see this. It is available for the G20. It's available for the G6, the G12, and the G20. So now I made your decision a little more difficult. That is super cool. And here's what it looks like on the 12. Right there. Okay. They changed that. I got to check this site more often, but searching for it, you have to actually search for it. I don't know if I was missing it somewhere here in the shop all products, or if I go to let's go to the 20 and see if it's available. Really? Well, go to the 6. You see benches, bars, flooring. Let's see if it's available somewhere here. Yeah, I wish they would make that something where you could see. I'll give them some feedback on that. But that's great. That's great that you can. This thing here, this is kind of like my nerdy thing with the TV mount. That's just cool. That's very cool. and it's a Visa mount, holds up to a 32-inch TV. So you can pretty much spend, most 32-inch TVs are like, some of them are $100. Very, very, affordable option. Hook up a Chromecast or an Apple TV. You can stream stuff. I stream all my YouTube stuff through an original Chromecast. It's not even one of the updated ones. So that is about it. That is about it for this. I'm so happy, but that's such a good surprise. That is it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching this video. Please subscribe, click the bell to get notified. Leave a comment below on anything that you want to see as far as comparisons or any kind of updated stuff. We do as many updated reviews. As a matter of fact, the Force USA G3, we're going to try to do an updated review on that. Many different things coming. A new home gym tour featuring the G3, the new Squat Max. Also, we got the arcade cabinet, pretty cool stuff. And we're going to be adding more stuff and switching stuff around, building a home gym or garage gym. It's never done. It's never finished. It's never perfect. It's always evolving. So thank you so much, guys. I'll try to timestamp this stuff as best as I can. And of course, if you want to support this channel and maybe save a little bit of money also, use the link forceusa.com/Stevie. Also, for other stuff, we have links and codes in the description below. We appreciate all the support from everybody out there who has supported all the content, and also StevieRichardsFitness.com. Check out the resistance band training programs, workout videos, and of course the SRF store. Thank you guys so much. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great day.